Kia ora, I'm Glenn Vickery and welcome to my YouTube channel Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival. And today I thought I'd take you through a New Zealand native plant called Tutu. I had one of my subscribers asked if I could do this about a year ago now, and only recently I've just started getting back into my videos. So here we go. Okay, so this plant here, just in front of us, is called Tutu. And I'll bring it in so you can see the leaves. And you can see here the leaves, just in front, just here, the leaves are opposite. Okay, and they look very similar to Supplejack or Superchick leaves. Okay, and you don't want to get them confused with Superchick. Okay, and that's what they look like underneath. Alright, and those are quite young leaves there. I'll see if I can bring it out a bit so you can get a better look. Here's some slightly older leaves. Still quite a young plant this. It can grow into quite a large tree. Alright, so there you can see it comes to the end of the tips, and these leaves are called opposite. Now, kind of an oblong leaf. Now the actual berries, let's see if I can spot some down there. The berries hang down off the tree itself. Okay, you can see the berries here. Alright, there's the berries there. And the actual berries start off green when they're unripe, and then they turn into like a dark black kind of purple colour. See if I can get a little bit of a shot there without that leaf in the way. How they hang. So the fruit just hang off the branch. Okay, off the branches. Now, another part to recognise the, I'll pull this off actually. Pull one of these off a bit so it's a bit closer. Whoop. To the camera. Hopefully you can see that a bit better. Sorry about the noise behind me, it's a beautiful waterfall. Okay, so that's the thing here. Now, another part, now, before I get into any other parts, this plant or slash shrub that can grow into a large tree is extremely poisonous. Okay, and when I say poisonous, I mean poisonous. It's killed numerous people in the history of our country. Okay, it's well known by pre-European Maori to kill. Okay, it is one of the most deadliest plants in New Zealand. Okay, and the plant is called Tutu itself, or the shrub slash tree is called Tutu, and the poison is called Tutin. Okay, and as far as I'm aware, there's no antidote for the poison tutin, okay? So it makes it very, very dangerous. What they used to do in the old days is they used to induce vomiting to try and get all the seeds and any poison, whatever has caused the poisoning, out of their body if they've eaten something. So every part of this plant is poisonous. The roots, the leaves, the bark, everything. The seeds, especially the seeds from in the fruit here is extremely poisonous, one of the most poisonous parts. The only part that is known on this plant that you can eat is the juice, and it's the juice from these, the juice from in these fruit here, okay? And the fruit, the juice, okay, if I can, I'll just move this out of the way. The juice is, if you squeeze this, if I squeeze that, you'll see, hopefully you can see the pulp, okay? And in here is little seeds, okay? I don't know if we can get in close enough. I'll try and make it a bit more. Pretty hard, but there's a couple of seeds in the palm of my hand. I don't know if you can see those. Those seeds are extremely poisonous, and they're very, very small. They're almost like a greenish brown colour. Now the part you can eat or drink is the purple flowers, the purple fruit, okay, the pulp of that, but you can't eat the seeds that are in it, okay? If you eat the seeds, you're going to be in big trouble, okay? So the seeds need to definitely be separated and removed from the pulp, okay? Otherwise you're going to get poisoning, okay? So I've eaten this before, the pulp. I'm not going to do it today, but it's purple, okay? You can see here I've been moving it around, and you can see the purpleness on my finger and whatnot. And the taste to me from many years ago, it tasted like purple Goanna. Quite weird, which is an alcoholic drink. And the fascinating thing about this particular plant or shrub is the juices from the purple petals here, or the purple fruit, were also made into like an alcohol, okay, as well, okay? It was fermented, and you could drink it as an alcohol once it's fermented. So you'd need quite a few of these black fruit, but obviously early Maori used to do it, and it can be done. Right, well worth staying away from this plant, okay? This particular one, because it's near a waterfall, I've just spoken to an Auckland City Council staff member, and just sort of suggested that they may have to get rid of this plant, just in case little kids see these berries and go, they look nice, you know, and they're deadly. Okay, it's that simple. They're deadly. This plant has also been used for medicinal purposes. There is a couple of videos on YouTube for medicinal purposes. I'm not going to go into that. I've never used it for medicinal purposes. But yeah. Okay, what else? Another very, very, very important point about this shrub is, as I said, was the leaves. They look like Supplejack. Okay, Supplejack has the same types of leaves, opposite. They look almost identical, the leaves. You've got to be really careful that you don't mix this, confuse this with Superchick or Supplejack. And I've done a video on Supplejack. Now, one other very important part about this plant is when it's very young, when it sprouts up, it looks like asparagus, and that's on an edible plant called Superchick or Supplejack. We eat the part at the end of the leaves that looks like asparagus. So you don't want to get this one mixed up with the Superchick. And I'm going to show you that now. Okay, I'm going to try and zoom it in on the asparagus looking part of the plant. Okay, you can just see just here, this part of the plant there looks like asparagus. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on it. Okay, and you can see it looks very similar to asparagus. And that part there you certainly don't want to be eating. Now, it does look like a big asparagus. I'll come back a bit. Okay, so there. And I'll try and zoom down into where it comes from. Okay. And it comes up. Okay, so that there that part there that looks like an asparagus that sticks up out of the ground, you don't want to get that confused with the Superchick, okay, which also looks like an asparagus. Okay, the Superchick looks like an asparagus as well, the end parts that we eat. Now this part there on the tutu, if you were to eat this, you're going to get poisoned, and it can kill you. Okay, so you don't want to get the two mixed up. So if you see any kind of shoot like this sticking up out of the ground, especially if it's younger and it's just starting to stick up out of the ground, don't automatically presume that it's Superchick or Supplejack. Okay, just don't do it, because it could be tutu. So only eat the Superchick once you confirm the leaves that will look like this, and the asparagus part will be at the end of the leaves. Whereas on the tutu itself, it's just a leaf. You're just going to have double leaves on the end. Okay, here as well. Okay, it's just going to be leaves on the end. Whereas the the Supplejack is going to have that asparagus looking part on the end of it that you eat. So very, very important that you don't confuse the two of them, okay, because it can be a deadly mistake. So that is tutu, and I don't think there's really much more else that I can tell you. Well, actually there is. Bees can grab nectar or pollen, whatever it is, from tutu, and apparently in the past people have eaten the honey and become sick, become ill, poisoned. Okay, not enough to kill them, but still become sick from eating what's believed to be tutu honey. So if you are growing, if you're like got beehives and you're making honey, this is a plant to be aware of, be careful of, in the fact that your bees aren't collecting the nectar or whatever to make their honey from here, because it can possibly poison your honey, okay, which is no good. Okay, so if you do that, it might pay to learn about this plant to make sure that your bees aren't collecting from this particular plant. What else? Dogs and other animals that have eaten from this particular plant also have become very sick and died as well. I think there was if I remember right, there might have been an elephant that may have eaten this plant as well, was and it became sick. I don't know if it died or not, I can't remember. Here's a shot of some old the flowering buds in that, some of the old ones. I'll see if I can zoom in on it, because this can help you to identify it as well. Okay, so there's some old ones that are hanging off, and you can see all the berries have come off it already. Okay, there's some nice purple ones in there. I think you can see those, some very nice purple ones. And this particular plant or tree, you'll notice, see if I can get a shot in here, I'll come back a bit, as far as I can come back. Its stems comes right up. Okay, the largest one of this I've seen was a huge tree. Okay, a huge tree, and it was in Manurewa near the railway lines, but that was actually been I think taken down when they were rebuilding the railway. Sorry about the movement. Okay, now the actual bark, I'll try and get up a little bit closer to this to show you the bark. Now the bark is, I think, sort of stands out on its own. It's got like little bubbles on it. I don't know really how else to explain it, but the bark is brown, a brownish kind of colour, a light brown, and it's almost got like I don't even know what you call it, like little bumps on it. I'll try and zoom in. So if you can see those like bumps on it, and they go right up. I've noticed this on other ones that I've come across as well. Okay. On the actual bark itself. There's another shot of some of the berries. Look at all those, you can see there's quite a few. They do look delicious, I must admit. They almost look like blackberries. As I said, I'm not going to try them today. Okay, I'm just not. It's a good shot there. Okay. So that's tutu. Be careful of it. I'd highly advise to say stay away from it, and if you see it, possibly even get rid of it, especially if there's kids nearby that could eat the berries. Okay, it flowers or berries in the summer months. At the moment in New Zealand we're on the 19th January, we're in 19th of February. Okay, and it's berrying at the moment, so that'll give you an idea. We're up here in Auckland. Anyway, hope that's helped some of you. Take care till we see you on the next video. Cheers, bye bye.